Thank you for joining us. This is Go Ellsworth, Did You Know? And I'm Angela Shetman, the Executive Director of the Ellsworth Area Chamber of Commerce. And with me today is Abby Jansen, who is the Special Event Coordinator of Cowtown Day's 150th celebration. And we are here at the Ellsworth County Historical Society grounds. And we are going to visit a little bit about this year's monumental event. It is a once-in-a-lifetime event, and we're really excited about it.
Oh my gosh, that's an understatement. It is certainly a once-in-a-lifetime event for almost everyone. There's a ton of excitement and building, and we are working on getting finishing touches put together. This event is being brought to the county and our surrounding areas by 7 different organizations. It's the USD 327, it's the Ellsworth County Historical Society, National Drovers Hall of Fame, the Ellsworth Area Chamber of Commerce.
And I know that it's taking a lot of individual volunteers as well.
Absolutely. It's going to take a lot, and if you're interested in volunteering, we've had a lot of outreach already. You feel free to visit our website. It's basically been designed as a one-stop shop for all things, whether you want to be a vendor, participate in the parade, volunteer. You can reach out and there's a contact information with email address, or you can visit, stop by the Chamber of Commerce, contact myself, or even stop in at the city clerk's office too to put your name in for volunteering and kind of also just reference what you'd like to volunteer for.
Okay, and as I'm sure some of you can hear, there's a lot of stuff going on around us, and a lot of people working really hard to get things ready for this year's
Oh my
event.
gosh, absolutely. In fact, what you hear in the background is the Ellsworth County Historical Society. They were running out of space. They have a lot of really amazing things to put out for exhibits and just didn't have the room. So they were able to secure a grant that allowed them to put up a really nice Morton building in the back here on the southwest corner of the property. So that will hopefully be finished in time for our 150th celebration that's coming up August 17th through the 20th. And we look forward to having just a great, we're going to pack the town and pack the county with a lot of people, and we've got a lot of great things happening, which we kick off on the 17th. And that's, we're kicking that evening off with special live music from Jake Giles. He's just a really great country western singer. A lot of current hits as well, and a lot of his own music. And then we have a little bit of a twist on cowboy culture, and that's Cowboy Kenny is a motocross stuntman, and he and another rider are coming into town, and we'll be doing 2 performances that Thursday evening. We've got an ice cream social that's sponsored by the Ellsworth County Catbackers, and we're doing a beer tasting that the Kiwanis will be putting together. So Thursday night will be a great time to just come out. Basically everything is available free of charge. It's all going to take place here in the plaza. This whole plaza area will be packed with vendors and throughout the whole duration of our event, the 17th through the 20th.
Okay. And are you needing more vendors?
We would absolutely take more vendors. If you've got whether it's a cowboy trade, art, any type of skill, or just any kind of business, we would love to have you join us. We've got vendor forms on our website. That's ellsworthcowtowndays.com, and all the forms are found at that site.
Okay, good deal. And then if anybody has further questions, you're also welcome to always call the Chamber at 785-472-4071. And then, as Abby said, you can find information on www.ellsworthcowtowndays.com. And there is a ton of information on there, and all the forms that people would need. So is anything else taking place? That's a huge kickoff on Thursday.
Yes, yeah. Thursday evening will be, we're super excited to have just a really big kickoff. Friday we get rolling again at 1 o'clock. That's when all the vendor booths will be open. We'll have a lot of great food vendors and food trucks available as well. So there'll be something for everybody's taste. Friday, we've actually been super excited to work with our USD 327 school board. They've agreed to let the children out. All the schools will be out by noon to 1. And at 1 o'clock, we start out down here at the plaza with some really neat special features, kind of letting the kids know why we're celebrating 150 years and why this Western heritage and cowboy culture is is so important to embrace and celebrate, and that's how we got established. We've got a trick roper coming in to do a couple performances, and she's highly entertaining and gets the audience involved. We also will have the Buffalo Soldiers on hand to do some great education around what their role was back in those late 1800s. And they actually will also be participating in bringing the cattle through on Saturday as well. And then Friday we've got more live entertainment, music, and we also have the first night of the Elkan Western Riders Rodeo that starts at 8 o'clock.
Hey, all right.
Yes, so we've got rodeo going on. We can't have a Western Heritage and Cowboy celebration without good rodeo.
Okay, and I see on here that Cowboy Kenny is bringing his still rodeo. What is that?
Well, that's how, and like I said, it's neat to be able to bring a twist on rodeo, because I mean, not everybody rides horses or does that for a living or embraces that, but it was just a neat feature to have a twist on what rodeo is. So Cowboy Kenny, a little bit of his background is he helped establish the Nitrous Circus, and then he's from Stillwater, Oklahoma, and he goes around the Midwest and performs his stunts. He brings 2 ramps in, and he'll be set up just to the east side of the big oak tree here at the plaza, and he and another rider will perform stunts on and off the ramps and land and do all kinds of motorcycle acrobatics, I guess is the best way to describe it. There'll be a lot of fun and excitement around Cowboy Kenny coming to town.
Oh, that does sound really exciting.
He's performing twice on Thursday night. He'll have 3 performances on Friday and 3 again on Saturday.
Okay, all right. And one special thing I wanted to mention before we take a quick break is our Ellsworth Independent Reporter is putting together a historical book. And people have been turning in their historical pictures, and businesses are putting information in there. And this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to order this book. And you can do pre-orders before September 1st for $29.95, and after that it's $39.95. And all through the event, you can place your orders. And they're hoping to have them done by November 1st so that everybody will have them for Christmas presents,
That's
which
excellent.
is
Yeah.
a really neat idea. And
a nice treasure.
It would be a wonderful treasure. So be keeping that in mind. And a lot of these things we're talking about too are the exact times are still pending.
Correct.
But there will be a flyer coming out mid-July.
Mid to late July will be the final flyer. Basically, the best thing to do at this point is just keep checking the Ellsworth County Cowtown Days website, because it's updated, if not daily, 2 or 3 times a week, because we do have events that we get solidified, we get the times in there, and then we'll have a lot of different things going on at the same time. Like, for instance, I know here at the Historical Society, they're bringing in a lot of individuals that do a lot of early settler skills. We've got a blacksmith coming in. Actually, it's Ranchland Forge and Podiatry Veterinarian Services. He's going to come in and show some blacksmithing skills and work on some handmade shoes, and offer some demonstrations as well. We've got a water witcher coming in. We've got a rope maker and but several other really great skills that you kind of forgive it out, and it comes becoming a lost art.
Sure.
So, but that's what will be going on here at the Historical Society. And then Saturday, we've got an action-packed day with the parade, and then the grand finale is the Longhorn Cattle Drive, bringing in some amazing, beautiful Longhorn steers from Woodward, Oklahoma. They'll have made a 3-day, it'll be the final day of a 3-day drive, starting from southern Ellsworth County and finishing coming through Ellsworth, and they'll be ultimately end up in the old stockyards area here in Ellsworth near the railroad tracks.
Okay, all right, and I want to go further into that. First, we're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back in just a few minutes.
Join them at Peyton's Place, where they offer a variety of drinks to choose from, or select one of their mouth-watering lunch and dinner entrees. Peyton's Place in downtown Ellsworth. The Caleb Schultz Agency was American Family's #1 farm and ranch producing agency in the nation in 2015. Quote your farm and ranch with the Caleb Schultz Agency today.
Eagle Communications encourages you to do business with your local merchants. Eagle Communications, our community connected.
Thank you for staying with us. I'm Angela Shetman, the Executive Director of the Ellsworth Area Chamber of Commerce. And with me here today is Abby Jansen, who is the Special Event Coordinator of Cowtown Day's 150th celebration. And we've been covering a lot of exciting things that are going to be happening for that event. And we covered Thursday and Friday and are just getting into Saturday, into the cattle drive.
Oh yes, that, I tell you, I think that's one of the trademark items that's always been for Ellsworth. I know this will be our 4th cattle drive. They did 2006, 2007, and 2011, and that's what a lot of folks remember. Whether you're here in a citizen of Ellsworth or Ellsworth County and beyond, that's what everybody wants to know about. Like, what are you doing with the Longhorn cattle? When are they coming? How can we see them? And we really felt this year that we absolutely had to do a really big, impactful event around a cattle drive. And so we have the Chain Ranch from Woodward, Oklahoma is bringing up their amazing Longhorn steers for us to bring through Ellsworth County. We'll start Thursday morning, the 17th, and start out in the morning because we know how August is in central Kansas, usually about 100 degrees, and so we want these guys to be able to travel in the cool of the day. And we actually have 10 open guest drover spots available. And so if you'd like more information on that, you can reach out to myself, Abby Jansen, via the website, or my number's on a lot of the different promotional items and flyers for more information around joining us for the drive. But it'll kick off Thursday morning, and the trail will be via a lot of county roads, some highway, and we'll also be going through some historical pasture grounds too that'll kind of mimic what are some of our historical trails in Ellsworth County. So it will be truly something you don't want to miss out on. And we're working on evening chuck wagon dinners for those individuals as well for Thursday night. Same thing will happen on Friday. Start out in the morning, drive for 4 or 5 hours, give the cattle a rest. Riders will need a rest too, some good refreshments. And then the final leg will be early Saturday morning and making sure that the cattle are in position to wrap up the parade and be the grand finale. And it's going to be an impressive group of beautiful steers coming through downtown Douglas. And I just envision the whole street filled with people to see these steers come through town.
And I just love how this event is capturing the historical culture of our county. What an awesome, neat thing to be a part of, and it's a once-in-a-lifetime event.
Absolutely.
And when you brought up the parade, it jogged my memory about the dancing girls.
Oh my gosh, they've been working so hard.
Yes.
Nancy Karst is basically the key individual behind the Dancing Girls, and I think they started back in early March. They did some fundraising and found some great new dresses that are pretty darn cute. And they're working really hard to get some awesome routines put together, and they bring a lot of entertainment and some just phenomenal, great scenery to our event.
And so then after the parade, then does that go into the...
Yeah, actually after the parade finishes, the cattle will come through, they'll get settled. We have the shooting of Sheriff Whitney, which this year it's been kind of revamped and given a fresh new look, and so that's certainly something that you don't want to miss. And that happens shortly after the cattle get to their holding grounds. They'll also be we're making arrangements to put 10 head of the steers kind of closer up here in the Historical Society area, just for a little bit closer, up close and personal. You can kind of see really how big they are, and these guys have some impressive horns for sure.
All right. Okay, and then so that's going to kick off. That's just kicking off Saturday.
That's just the very beginning.
Right. So then what else have we got going on that day?
Kind of revitalizing some things that happened at the Centennial celebration. They had a Brothers of the Brush beard and mustache contest, and so we thought, what a great fun event for the fellas is to, because we know there's some impressive mustache and facial hair folks growers in this area, and from out of town too, so come on along. But we just thought that would be a really fun event to bring back, and it's a beard and mustache contest. There'll be prizes. The local Masons chapter is sponsoring that, and they're looking forward to having a good time with that. And I think that's at listed at 2 o'clock on the schedule. Okay. But definitely stay tuned on the website. It's the best place to know exactly what time those are going to kick off. We've got the 3-on-3 basketball tournament for all ages. That's to be found. There's the event form, or the entry form will be on the website for that as well. And that starts up at, like, I believe 10 o'clock in the morning. Registration's at 9 and they start playing at 10. There's all kinds of kids games and adult games, the ping pong drop. I think there's dodgeball, and it's just a wealth of just fun, great entertaining games. I know First Bank Kansas is looking at doing a competition among a lot of the area businesses, like bank versus bank, and maybe 4-H versus FFA, and doing so. We're looking forward to seeing what that contest will evolve into, and look forward to, because they always bring an exciting event.
And then that evening we have the rodeo again.
Oh my gosh, yeah, the rodeo, second night of the rodeo is at 8 o'clock again. And actually, even on Saturday too, there'll be live music at the Plaza stage as well.
Okay, and then a street dance.
Street dance. Aaron Johnson with Payton's always puts on a street dance, and that kicks off, I think, around 9 o'clock and goes till 2 a.m.
Okay. Wow,
so there will be a lot of great things, and that's just scratching the surface. We have events that gets added daily, and we've got folks that reach out to us, say, hey, I'd really like to, because they know the significance of the 150th, and they just want to have, hey, I did this, or they want to go, be involved in it somehow. So we get a lot of those requests on a daily basis. Okay. And I know you filter a lot of those for us, and I appreciate that.
Yes. Oh, I'm getting phone calls every day. People are just so excited. So please call anytime. We'll be happy to answer any questions that anyone has. And this is just around the corner. When you're talking about the beard and mustache, guys, if you're interested, now's the time to get going on that,
absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
We're just weeks away, so this is really exciting. So then there's even things going on Sunday.
There are. That was we just really thought we wanted to capture a nice finale to our 3-day, 4-day celebration. And we had an opportunity to work with Healing Hearts Ranch out of Great Bend, and they actually use horses in a lot of therapeutic areas, and so they're coming over to actually do a church service utilizing, kind of through his scriptures and his teaching and his message, he uses the horse to kind of demonstrate what he's sharing. And then after the church service, there will be a community potluck picnic. And we're just excited for everybody to bring bring your showcase dish, or if it's a meat dish, whatever, just bring it. Bring your lawn chairs, bring your service. And after the potluck dinner, we're going to round it out with some old-fashioned games. I know the kids will love it. It's going to be at Prisker Park, and I know the new water park feature is supposed to be out as well and finished up.
Well, good.
So that'll be neat. But and then also a lot of our area churches are getting involved with the church service as well, and basically telling their congregations to come to the Prisker Park church service Sunday morning versus their traditional church service. There'll be a lot of great live music with that as well. We know we've got a lot of talented folks that sing and guitar and all that. So it's going to be a really neat way to wrap up our Sunday on our Cowtown 150.
Well, awesome. And then, so there's going to be some special memorabilia for people as well, because this is, with it being such a monumental, once-in-a-lifetime event, they might want to have some special keepsakes to purchase. Is
Definitely.
Any of that underway yet?
It is. The Ellsworth County Historical Society has a commemorative 150th buckle. Those can be purchased at First Bank Kansas, Citizens, and a couple other businesses around town. I believe Robson's is one of them. It's a really neat buckle that really captures a lot of what made Ellsworth great and established us as one of those earliest Cowtowns. And so that buckle's available. I actually brought with me too this is a great way to start commemorating, get ready for the cattle drive. I know it's hard to think about when we're in the middle of summer, but using a wild rag, but these are one of my most favorite things to keep me warm in the winter and the cool temperatures. Yeah. But we have Ellsworth, Kansas 150th Cowtown wild rags available in red and black, and our local cowgirl Lori Donnelly put these together for us, and she does a smash up job. And so these are available. You can contact myself or get in touch with the chamber. We'll get you fixed up with your wild rags. They make great gifts and great stocking stuffers too, if you're starting to kind of think about Christmas. And just have it available the day of the cattle drive too.
Yeah. And are there going to be t-shirts and things like that?
Absolutely. Okay. We have a phenomenal logo that's getting noticed out of Russell, Kansas, put together for us. She really captured a lot of the elements that really signify Ellsworth. And those t-shirts will be available. We'll have sponsors on them once we get all of our sponsors collected, which we're still working on that. And if you want to sponsor, please don't hesitate to reach out to myself or hit up our website, ellsworthcowtowndays.com.
And there's different levels of sponsorships with benefits. So all those are listed on there. You can be a drover, a conductor, a settler, or a merchant.
Absolutely.
And so lots of great benefits there for our local businesses. And so people can find this memorabilia either at the event or prior to by checking out the website. Absolutely. Or calling the chamber, and we can direct you to the appropriate places to go. And if you're interested in the history book that our Ellsworth County independent reporter is doing, you can always call them at 785-472-5085. And there was one other thing that we had discussed earlier I wanted to touch on, and that was something about putting a brand.
Oh, yes.
Local cattlemen in the area.
I just, kind of one of our biggest brainstorms is around, commemorating really why Ellsworth is what it is. And we have, great ag production, but it's the cattle production that's really kind of built Ellsworth County. And so our committee really felt that doing a commemorative something for the ranches that are here in 2017 for the 150th, to kind of commemorate what ranches were here. And so what our early planning is to actually bring your brand to town, and we will put it on a cowhide and commemorate who was here, what ranches were here in 2017 at our 150th. So stay tuned for more details on that as we get more of those things ironed out.
All right, that's a really neat touch. I like that a lot.
Thank
you. There anything else that you can think of that we haven't covered today that you would like to talk about?
Gosh, I mean, I think we just scratched the surface on some of the highlights, but I think everything's going to be a highlight. We've got, I work with such a great group of people with some phenomenal ideas, and it's coming together. And that's showcasing a lot of talents too, as far as putting together a great event and just the pride in our community, that we really want to showcase what Ellsworth has, where we've come from, where our roots are, and demonstrate and showcase all the great businesses and industry that we have here in our area and community. And it's really gaining a lot of press. In fact, the National Cowboy Museum and Western Heritage Museum in Oklahoma City, they're phenomenally excited about our 150th. They just said, there's not a lot of communities that really embrace that and continue to celebrate that. And they're certainly excited to join us in August as well for our event, especially now we've got the cattle drive coming on, and I think they're excited to join us. But share with your friends. We've got to follow us on social media, Ellsworth Cowtown Days. We've always got little blasts going on there with activities and what's going on. And plan on being with us August 17th through the 20th, or pick a day and come on out. There's a lot of great things to see.
All right, so you are on Facebook then?
We are on Facebook,
okay,
definitely.
Ellsworth Cowtown, so be sure to check that out. You can find information again on their website at ellsworthcowtowndays.com. You can find information by calling the chamber at 785-472-4071.
Perfect.
And we hope that everybody will come out to enjoy this special event with us, and we're really looking forward to it. And thank you for all of the work that you have done. I know this has taken a lot of hours and a lot of hard work and a lot of planning, so thank you to you and the entire committee and all the volunteers and all you sponsors out there who are helping make this event possible.
Well, thank you, Angela, for your time this morning. It was a pleasure.
And thank you for joining us, and have a great day.